Hey, so I'm gonna say something that a lot of like half-rate banana boat salesmen aren't gonna understand, and they're gonna completely twist what I'm saying. Um, the Bible, it gives you a template for how to understand all the information you're being fed, and it gives you a standard by which to judge everything. It's actually called a worldview. Crazy, right? Where you're not just making things up based on your feelings and your intuition. Um, basically, like, if you approach a problem, you're like, okay, the Bible says this, right? And then some dork says, my grandpa is a monkey and my great grandpa is a rock. You're like, okay, well, the Bible doesn't say that, right? And then this is where most people, most midwits just end, is they're like, oh, well, I Googled it and Google said that my grandpa is a monkey and my great grandpa is a rock, right? But what the Bible actually encourages is for you to study deeper and to verify if what you're being told is true, and to check yourself to see if you're not just believing something that is convenient, right? So let's check the convenience level of the monkey grandpa versus actually God created you. So if grandpa is monkey, then there's no such thing as sin. Everything is an accident, you know? Right? And then if God is real, then there are objective moral standards that God has and that you have to follow, right? And so then you check that based on the evidence. People will say, oh, well, scientists appeal to authority fallacy, right? Like consensus fallacy, I forget what that is, right? So more people agree, so it must be true. Democracy fallacy is what I would call it, right? So then what you do is you don't just blindly believe the Bible, but if you want a shortcut that sure works a lot better than believing whatever Google says, and then you verify. So if what I'm saying is, if what the Bible says is true, then what would that mean? And then verify both sides. Do the research beyond listening to like some loser like Richard Dawkins, or some other guy who's an atheist. Like, actually do your research. What I've noticed is none of these like atheists are ever very intelligent. They're always midwits. They're always people with average intelligence who think they're like geniuses standing on the shoulders of greater geniuses. But it's really just like lazy sinners justifying other lazy sinners. All right. So do your own research and use the Bible as a scaffolding. And you don't even have to believe it's true. Just do the research to see what it would mean if it is true. And you have my guarantee that the Bible is true. All right. See ya.